in New York City. It works to ensure the safety of its citizens, that they are doing more with less money. Mayor Eric Adams recently announcing billions of dollars in budget cuts to city services as a result of the increasingly expensive migrant crisis. Now the mayor is attempting to shift the blame here to Washington.
You're talking about defunding. Our national government defunded New York City. It's unbelievable when you look at this course and what we are experiencing. I know New Yorkers are angry when they hear about these efficiency cuts. But New Yorkers, I want you to know I'm angry also.
Okay, so Eric Adams just announced this week the New York's budget, or within the last week, $11 billion going to deal with the migrant crisis. $11 billion over the next 2 years. And what you just heard there is the top Democrat in the nation's largest city point the finger at Washington, D.C., which is controlled 2/3 by Democrats.
I think in his sentiments are, I'm a native Chicagoan, his sentiments are heard across Chicago as well, where a lot of migrants have been bused by the hundreds on a daily basis for months now. At this point, I think that it has reached a ticker point where you have more people than you can house. You also have to provide social services, health services. They're in the school system, the people who have young kids. There's a lot going on that is going to cost the city money. This is a federal issue because there are no work permits that are coming from the federal government. There has yet to be a substantive immigration reform package that has come from anybody.
But he's also.
What is he to do? What are any of the mayors of the major cities that Republican governors have shifted the blame to, and the migrants?
By saying blame D.C., the Democratic mayor from New York is saying blame Democrats. Is he not, for the most part?
He's saying blame the Biden administration. There are certain things that many have, and he signed on to a letter, as well as Governor Hochul, as well as the governor of Illinois, as well as the mayor of Chicago, just a few weeks ago, saying that the Biden administration needed to do more. That went straight to the White House.
The out-of-control immigration crisis in this country, the root cause of it is Joe Biden and his policies, okay? And it's very simple. He just refuses to enforce it. So now everywhere in America is a border state. Joe Biden is deliberately harming the public safety of New Yorkers because of his border policies. He doesn't deter anyone, he doesn't detain anyone, and he certainly doesn't deport anyone, so the entire world's going to keep coming. And you've put it down public safety, you're driving down wages, and you're endangering the lives of migrants.
How big of a problem is this, Brad?
This is a huge political
problem. And you
don't
need Congress.
For the president and for the Democratic Party at large. And you talk to a lot of, for instance, there's a lot of blue dogs in Congress that are down on the border. Moderates. Henry Cuellar, Vicente Gonzalez, who have been preaching to the Democratic Party that we've got to do something. I think the Republican tactic to send these migrants to these cities worked because it had a wake-up call among these inner city.
I want to give
I'm hopeful that our party starts to address this.
Last word here to the first ever employee at the Department of Homeland Security.
The cities that they're being sent to, one, I don't like anybody being used as a political ploy. One. Two, they are sanctuary cities.
Their sanctuary status was not designed by law to exhibit what we're saying right now. That is not what sanctuary status is. And sanctuary status has existed in the major cities for over 35 years.
The second thing is I don't think that New Yorkers are going to really blame anybody but the mayor.
Really? You think it's going to come down on him?
So they're going to point to Washington? I mean, I think it's going to come down on him. He's taken his.
That's why he's deflecting and directing in another direction. All right. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.